Welcome to the Calm Down Chronicles of Arabella Owl. Today's story is The Creatures. One sunny day, a boy named Bernard was walking along a trail in the woods. Off to one side of the trail, he heard very strange noises, so he went to investigate. He followed the noises deeper and deeper into the woods. After walking for a couple minutes, Bernard came to one of the largest trees in the woods. The strange noises were coming from the tree. Bernard could not see what was making the noises. There were leaves and branches in the way. He decided to move closer to get a better look. As he crept closer, he saw the strangest creatures he had ever seen in the tree. They were all asleep, hanging upside down in the tree like bats. But they were not bats. They were as big as a person. They had big pointy ears like a rabbit and faces that looked like an eagle. Their bodies looked like a bear with a big fluffy squirrel tail. And they had big claws like a wolverine. Bernard had found what was making the strange noise. It was the creatures snoring. Bernard thought anything that looks that strange and has big claws is probably bad. So he turned and ran as fast as he could away from the creatures. As Bernard was running, he tripped over a fallen tree branch. As he went falling to the ground, he made a huge crashing noise. Oh no! Bernard had woken up the creatures. Now he was scared. What would these strange creatures do to him? Bernard tried with all his might to get up and run away. But as he was getting up, he yelled, "Ouch!" His ankle was hurting so bad he could not get up. He must have heard it during his fall. The creatures had heard all the noise and were headed for Bernard. He could not get up and run away. He felt trapped. The closer the creatures came to Bernard, the more scared he became. Bernard screamed with fear and began to cry. Arabella Owl heard the scream and flew to help Bernard as fast as she could. When Bernard saw Arabella Owl, he yelled, "Help! Save me!" Arabella Owl gave Bernard a big hug and told him he was not in danger. These creatures were not going to hurt him. Arabella Owl suggested that they take 3 deep breaths together to calm down, and then she would introduce Bernard to the strange creatures. Let's take 3 deep breaths with Bernard. Take a deep breath and breathe out. Take a second deep breath and breathe out. Take a final deep breath and breathe out. When Bernard had calmed down, Arabella Owl introduced him to the strange creatures. She told them that they were called the Pagmamahal. Pagmamahal means love. These creatures may look very different, but they are kind. The Pagmamahal had heard the noise when Bernard had fallen, and they were coming to see if he was okay. "Are you sure?" asked Bernard. "They look so weird." Arabella Owl told Bernard that you cannot tell if others are kind or not by how they look. You can only tell if they are kind by how they act and what they do. Bernard said, "I had never thought about it like that before." Bernard decided that he would like to say hi to the Pagmamahal. When he did, he got a huge, snuggly hug from the strange creatures. The Pagmamahal helped Bernard to get home with his hurt ankle. They carried him all the way back to his house. Bernard was so thankful that he had met the kind creatures. He goes back to visit them in the big tree in the woods all the time. They have so much fun playing together.
Thanks for listening. Join us next week for a new relaxation story.